first time ever.
Warning acts of terror.
We are ready to engage with a two-state solution.
Some of his most senior cabinet members.
The drivers of a new economic age.
In a world shifting rapidly towards multipolarity, one figure remains consistently controversial. Yes, that's Donald Trump. As a president of United States, Trump is making headlines once again, but this time it's not just his policies that's being questioned. It's his behavior, his global standing, and the growing speculation. Now, can Trump actually complete a second term if elected, or is the world simply outgrowing him? Let's see the Trump's tone at the global stage. Is it rude or reckless? At a recent global engagement, Trump's interaction with African leaders drew widespread criticism. In one instance, he cut off a speaker with blunt "be quick," signaling impatience and disregard. Moments later, when another African leader praised him and even suggested he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize, Trump beamed with satisfaction, more responsive to praise than policy. Now, this is not new. From calling African leaders in a derogatory language during his presidency to dismissing their leaders in public forums, Trump has shown little interest in diplomacy with the global South. But here's the reality. Africa is not waiting for respect anymore. It's realigning. With increasing investments from China, defense ties with Russia, and inclusion in BRICS Plus, Africa is becoming a strategic powerhouse, not a passive recipient of aids or even lectures. Let's understand the BRICS equation, a growing threat to US dominance. Now, under Trump's first tenure, relations with BRICS nations deteriorated. He pushed unilateral sanctions, triggered trade wars, and criticized multilateral institutions. Today, BRICS is no longer a buzzword. It's a block of influence. BRICS Plus now includes 11 countries, accounting for over 40% of global population and a larger share of global GDP than the G7. So, the de-dollarization movement is real, with BRICS countries exploring alternatives to SWIFT and even promoting local currency trade. Trump sees this. His rhetoric against China, his abrasive stance towards Brazil under Lula, and his ignorance of African aspirations all show a man unwilling to adapt to a world where the US is no longer the only center of gravity. Now let's see what's happened with Elon Musk. A strategic drift. One of the biggest shifts in Trump's ecosystem in his public fallout with Elon Musk. Once allies in the right-wing tech space, their alliance has deteriorated. Now, Trump reportedly criticized Musk for being all talk and for backing out of commitments. Musk, on the other hand, has taken jabs at Trump, suggesting it's time for him to retire. Why does this matter now? Because in a digital first political age, Trump without Musk is Trump without a tech voice. Now, their separation weakens his access to tech narrative control, especially when Musk controls platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and shapes the all-tech ecosystem. And let's not forget, it was Musk who even recalled Trump's account in Twitter. Now, the bigger question, can Trump withstand the new world order? Trump's appeal may still rally domestic bases, but geopolitically he looks increasingly out of sync. Now, the global South is not asking for Americans' validation. BRICS is offering an alternative to Western dominance. Tech titans are distancing themselves, seeing Trump as erratic rather than strategic. And Europe is wary. Remember, NATO allies barely concealed their relief when Biden replaced Trump. The world is recalibrating. The balance is shifting, and Trump's style centered on ego, disruption, and outdated bravado might just be ill equipped for this evolved, complex global order. So the question is not just will Trump win again? It's if he does, can he actually complete his tenure without becoming geopolitically irrelevant or worse, isolated? This is just not about one man, it's about a world that moves on. And whether Trump is ready to catch up or fade out. That's all from my side in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.